Hey, I'm Christian, and you might know me from this, or even this. But before I was that guy, I was that guy. And before that guy, and maybe even that guy. So, how do you get from a finger in your mouth to that guy? Everybody has a backstory. And today, I want to tell you the backstory of how I came to help Caleb Lee Hutchinson make his new album. So, before he was that guy, he was that guy, or even that guy. So, really, this is the story of I met him way after that. Last year, he walked in, sat down, nicest guy I know, and we made this. Well, what's so interesting about that, Christian? Well, what's interesting is that he'd never been in a studio before. Besides what he did with American Idol, he'd never made a record. So he came to my place in Atlanta, and we sat down. We picked a bunch of songs that we loved, and then I introduced him to some of the best people I know, that I make records with all the time. We sat in 2 rooms. We made something super cool. I think when we sat down, none of us really knew what to expect, probably not even Caleb. But then he just sat on the sofa, picked up the guitar, we picked some songs, and he started singing.
Please God, when I turn this key, let the 6 a.m. cold bucket bolts find a way to stop, 'cause I'm cutting it close. You know me the way I'm wired.
Some artists, when you work with them, you can tell something's special when they're under pressure. Instead of buckling or getting smaller, somehow they get taller. The things that they do become even more effortless.
This old truck and me are running on fumes. If we make it through the day, I know it was you. Oh, give me the strength, Lord, help me get
It seems that his gift is just natural.
on the black
It's
of
always
Yahweh
there.
and steering wheel praise.
The way we make records is kind of old-timey. We sit in a room and decide that if we perform it well, then that's the way it should be. When I produce records, a lot of times I'll try to remind everyone to kind of leave the door open. Don't learn the whole song. Leave a little space for God to be in the room.
I don't stay up hurting all night. I could tell you that I've let you go.
I would take the recordings home every night after these 3 days and listen to them, and I played them for my daughter, and she turned to me and said, "Dad, wait a minute. That voice is 19 years old?" I said, "Yeah, pretty amazing." She's like, "Wow, he sounds like he's 40. I said, "Well, that's what's cool."
And I don't care when I hear your name. I'd love to see the day where your memory fades and I don't love you still. But I
So if you're wondering, look at this video. That's the sound in the room. That's really him. He's really that good. I think we make a lot of assumptions these days about people on television, who they are, where they're from, and where they're going. And I want to remind you there's more to the story. That something familiar can be brand new, and something brand new can be familiar. So go listen to Caleb's music, and remember, there's always more to the story.